At the center of Japan's death penalty system is uncertainty. Unlike in the United States, where execution dates are scheduled months or even years in advance and challenged openly in court, Japanese death row inmates are not told when they will die. They live for years, often decades, without knowing whether tomorrow will be ordinary or final. On the morning of an execution, prison officials enter the condemned prisoner's cell and inform him the sentence will be carried out within hours. Until that moment, he is expected to behave as if life will continue. Tokyo never truly sleeps. Even after midnight, the city breathes, trains glide through tunnels, and millions of lives move without touching. On one quiet business district night, a single office floor remained lit. Inside, a crime was unfolding, and it would ripple through many lives for decades. Kenji Arai stayed late again. 36 years old, unmarried, overlooked at work, he was known for compliance, not conflict. His colleague, Masato Takahashi, was different, confident, outspoken, promoted twice in 5 years. That night, paperwork turned into words, words turned sharp, old resentments surfaced. The argument escalated quickly, clumsily, without planning. Minutes later, silence returned to the office. Masato lay motionless. Kenji stood frozen, staring at what he had done. There was no dramatic escape, no carefully planned cover-up. Panic took over. He left the building, walked aimlessly through the streets. Masato's body was discovered. Japanese police worked quietly but thoroughly. Security cameras traced Masato's last movements. Elevator footage showed Kenji leaving late. Entry logs confirmed only 2 people had remained on the floor that night. By noon, detectives were knocking on Kenji's apartment door. He did not resist. At the station, questioning began. The room was small, bright lights, no lawyer beside him. Detectives spoke calmly at first, then firmly. They repeated timelines. They laid out evidence piece by piece, camera footage, fingerprints, witness statements. Hours passed. Kenji denied involvement, then hesitated. Then he broke down. Exhaustion blurred his thoughts. Shame weighed heavily. When the confession document was placed in front of him, he signed it. The investigation closed. Kenji's parents were called to the station that evening. His mother cried quietly, apologizing to officers again and again. His father bowed until his back hurt. In Japan, shame travels through bloodlines. Masato's family was told their son was dead. His mother collapsed. His father stood silent, eyes fixed on the floor. Anger came later. Grief turned into demand for justice, for the harshest sentence possible. 2 families entered different kinds of suffering. The courtroom was orderly, no shouting, no dramatics. Kenji sat between guards, head lowered. Across the room, Masato's parents stared forward, refusing to look at him. Prosecutors spoke of betrayal, of violence, of a life taken without mercy. They presented the confession as proof. Surveillance footage played silently on a screen. The defense spoke of emotional strain, lack of premeditation, immediate remorse. Kenji apologized.
The verdict is death!
Bowing deeply, voice shaking as he asked for forgiveness he knew he would never receive. The panel of judges and citizens withdrew to deliberate. Sentence, death. Kenji, his mother sobbed. His father did not move. The cell door closed with a final sound. Kenji's world narrowed to concrete walls, a thin mattress, and silence. He was alone. No conversations, no shared meals. Every morning, guards walked past his door. If they stopped, he would die that day. If they didn't, life continued. Kenji's parents visited when allowed. They spoke through glass, voices trembling. His mother aged rapidly. His father grew quieter with each visit. Masato's family attended memorials. His mother visited his grave weekly, whispering questions that would never be answered. Anger softened into exhaustion, then hardened again whenever the case was mentioned in the news. Both families were trapped, one by loss, the other by guilt. Years passed without warning. Kenji's appeals were filed and rejected. One morning, the footsteps stopped. 3 officials stood at his door. A paper was read in a formal voice. Kenji listened, strangely calm. Today, he was allowed to write letters. His hands shook. Words felt small. He met a religious advisor. He bowed, as he had been taught his whole life. The walk to the chamber was quiet. The room was clean, almost gentle in appearance. In another room, 3 guards stood before 3 buttons. They pressed them together. No one knew whose button opened the trapdoor. The execution ended in seconds. The Ministry of Justice announced the execution later that day. A name, a date, nothing more. Tokyo continued to glow at night. Trains ran on time. Offices stayed lit. Life moved forward, precise and uninterrupted. Inside a detention center, guards walked the corridor again. Some doors they passed, some doors they stopped. In Japan's justice system, life and death are decided without warning, quietly, efficiently, and finally, the footsteps continue.